Caitlin Clark going to be playing here in Baltimore this summer at CFG Bank Arena. The Washington Mystics announced their 2 games with the Indiana Fever being moved from their home arena in D.C. to a larger venue in order to accommodate the anticipated.
The Washington Mystics just made a big move that's got everyone talking. They're shifting their home games against Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever to Angel Reese's hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. Honestly, it's a smart business move, but Reese's fans are losing it. The real question is, why not just play at Capital One Arena in D.C. like last season? Did the Mystics purposely put Reese in a spot where she might be overshadowed in her own city? No matter how you look at it, this decision is setting up for some serious WNBA drama, and honestly, we're here for all of it.
Just got to point it out for all of you. This is Angel Reese's home stomping grounds, by the way. So moving.
Angel Reese's fans are freaking out, and it's honestly hilarious to watch. Caitlin Clark is set to take the spotlight in Reese's hometown, not just once, but twice this season, and the reactions from her fans are pure gold. What we're seeing is the full force of the Caitlin Clark effect, and trust me, it has nothing to do with Angel Reese's drama. The WNBA is about to witness true star power in action, and Baltimore is going to feel it up close.
Release straight from the NBA website, man. Indiana Fever 2025 road games at Mystics moved to Baltimore. So Angel, man, I mean, listen, y'all made a big deal 2 weeks ago about a Caitlin Clark billboard being put up in Chicago.
Chicago fans got a taste of this when Caitlin Clark played there earlier. The atmosphere was electric. Every seat was filled, and the hype was off the charts. But let's be real, fans weren't there to watch Angel Reese struggle on the court or overreact to simple plays. They came to see Caitlin Clark do what she does best: dominate. Clark set records and raised the league's profile like no one has in years. This is exactly what the WNBA has been waiting for: a true star who brings in crowds and delivers real excitement. Sorry, that excitement isn't coming from Reese's over-the-top celebrations after a modest performance.
Her attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlin Clark. Because she wins the national title, first thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off.
It's been tough for me, but I'm learning to adjust and remind myself to move on. I've been trying to give myself a bit of grace through it all. Now, Sky fans who think Angel Reese is the new face of the WNBA are in full damage control mode every time Caitlin Clark steps onto their home court, and it's a tough pill to swallow. Reese's fans have spent months calling her the next big thing, but here's the reality. You can't be the face of the league if no one outside your fan group is paying attention. Reese only gets attention when she's involved in drama, missing easy shots, or throwing shade at other players. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is doing what true superstars do: breaking records, selling out arenas, and bringing in a whole new audience to the sport.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
The irony is, even Angel Reese's biggest supporters can't deny what the rest of us have known all along. The WNBA is thriving because of Caitlin Clark. Before she joined the league, attendance was hit or miss, TV ratings were low, and national interest was fading. Now, arenas are packed, broadcasts are setting records, and every team wants a piece of the Caitlin Clark experience. Let's be honest, it's not because Angel Reese is putting up solid numbers against weaker competition. It's because Clark is a generational talent who makes every game unmissable.
Thin line between hate and facts. And what I believe to be the case is that there was incremental growth in the WNBA comparatively to the exponential growth we are seeing now. What I'm about to tell y'all I haven't heard before, so I doubt you have either. Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership.
A lot of people say Caitlin Clark moves the needle, but that's not quite right. She is the needle. She's the one driving everything. We all know what she's done on the court. It's historic. But off the court, it's even more impressive. Last season, she and the Indiana Fever were responsible for 45% of the WNBA's total broadcast value, and her impact didn't stop there. Merchandise sales soared by 500%, and of course, her jersey was the top seller.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness, she and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of all the broadcast value of the WNBA last season. She accounted also for helping drive the numbers of merchandising up 500%. Of course, her jersey was #1.
Chicago fans are still clinging to the idea that Angel Reese is in the same league as Caitlin Clark, but let's break it down. Clark is casually sinking logo threes, making impossible passes, and creating viral highlights every game. Reese, she's playing hard, no doubt, but there's a huge gap between being a high-energy role player and being a true franchise cornerstone. The WNBA is a business, and when it comes to the player who's selling tickets, jerseys, and boosting TV ratings, the answer is clear. And just a hint, it's not the one flexing after making a routine layup.
Let me tell you about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark has brought so many eyes to women's basketball that it's amazing. A dude named Acho, I forgot his first name, is something Acho.
Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He showed how in 5 days before the draft, she made the WNBA more money than they would have made in the next 5 years.
It's not just the fans struggling to accept the new reality. The Chicago Sky organization is feeling the pressure too. They'd have to market Angel Reese as their franchise player, but every time Caitlin Clark steps into their arena, she steals the show in front of sold-out crowds. The surging jersey sales and highlight reels flooding social media are all about Clark. Meanwhile, Reese's supporters are scrambling to figure out what's going on. They say she's great for the culture, but last time we checked, cultural influence doesn't sell out stadiums on its own.
Jeez. Man. Y'all were mad about that billboard a couple of weeks ago, the Reese's Pieces were. I mean, I just... This is going to annoy Angel. I know it is. And I know that they had to because the MCI Center, whatever, Verizon Center is under renovation. But still.
What do ticket sales and TV ratings have to do with Caitlin Clark? Everything. She's delivering both like no one else. WNBA teams are catching on quickly, seeing what Clark has done for Indiana. They all want a piece of the action. This league has never seen this kind of national buzz before, and let's be honest, it's not because Angel Reese is grabbing rebounds. Clark's presence turns ordinary regular season games into must-watch events. She's turning casual fans into diehards, while Reese's supporters are left watching their favorite player play second fiddle to the biggest star in the sport.
Don't say, see ya there. Now, the Indiana Fever stated venue change, our regular season game on May the 28th. On September 7th at the Washington Mystics are moving to CFG Arena in Baltimore, bruh. So as y'all can see here, say game location change, CFG Bank Arena, Baltimore, Maryland. CFG Bank Arena, Baltimore, Maryland. Somebody said, could it be the Mystic owner doesn't want the Caitlin Clark shine to be
Preseason game, Brazil versus the preseason game against the Brazilian national team, sold out in 36 minutes, 15,000 fans. There's tickets for that game, upwards of $4,500.
All over. I mean, a lot of these tickets are crazy. But I'm just like, it's not even about the price for me. I'm just thinking about, like, I'm comparing the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky because they said that it was like Me Too. Like, you guys are watching women's basketball because of Me Too. I mean, bro, everybody could get into this. Like, literally everybody could get into this game.
Angel Reese may be playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss layups? not I.
So the Washington Mystics owner Sheila Johnson goes on CNN and says that the entire WNBA should have been put on the cover of Time magazine. It is hard to get away from this conversation because it just keeps making national news. And to be frank, I've never seen a story in the WNBA get as much widespread coverage as this is getting. I honestly can't wait until the season's back in so we can get more about basketball talk. But back to this.
So last night we read Time magazine where Caitlin Clark was named Athlete of the Year. Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover and said the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have? Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings.
But I've got a theory that Sheila Johnson is trying to do two things here. Number one, she's trying to screw Indiana Fever fans and Caitlin Clark fans. 6,000 less tickets available. Number two, while lining her pockets even more. Now, you might be like, well, Rhodes, I don't get it. Well, it's simple. Less tickets means the gate prices, all right? The gate prices for the game will actually go up. In other words, just like that preseason game, they has got tickets for $4,500. A run-of-the-mill game like this, even we all know Caitlin Clark tickets are expensive.
Caitlin Clark doesn't just move the needle, she is the needle. And if you need any more proof of that, the Indiana Fever exhibition game sold out in just about 30 minutes.
Some hundreds in there. Don't play with them. There's some hundreds in there. Do not play with the Chicago Sky. There are hundreds in there. You see this? Okay. Oh, here goes the Indiana Fever. Wow.
But yeah, it's a big situation again. Like Caitlin Clark selling out Iowa, sold out a preseason game. People saying it sold out in 40 minutes. This is within 20 minutes. Like obviously you couldn't get onto the damn website. It's sold out. You could have been trying to refreshing the page and not got tickets. Most of the time, it officially sold out in 40 minutes, but like realistically, it almost crashed the website.